Hey guys, so it's Ty again, and we're gonna do something a bit different. We're gonna be in the kitchen this time. Um, we're mainly gonna focus on this one, "Visions of Bodies Being Burned" by Clipping, which is my second favorite album of this year at the moment. My favorite's still "Mester and Kinsey" by Ranzi Pazuzu, but this one is my second favorite now. And this one is "There Existed an Addiction to Blood." This album came out last year. It was one of my favorites of last year. And I actually think this one's even better, "The Visions of Bodies Being Burned." And it's by Clipping. And Clipping is one of my, I'd say one of, yeah, it's one of my favorite hip hop groups of the 2010s. I think they're really underrated. I think Davi Diggs is a really, really great lyricist and MC and has some really great flow. He's a really talented guy. And the other two members are really great too. Really unique fusion. They kind of find all these different types of ways to use sounds with beats and all this stuff. It's just really, really interesting. And then they went in the horror theme direction. And I was really happy for that because I think that their horror theme stuff is like when they go into the darker territory. I think that's when Davi Diggs has some of his best lyricism. And what do you know? This ended up being their best till they dropped this, the sequel to it, which ended up being even better. So I'm just gonna just go for this just to show you similarities between them because this is originally intended to be a double album originally, but it didn't end up being one. I think because of COVID or maybe their label just told them to make it just two separate albums, different years, both released in October, and then there's then obviously this says side A, and also this is not the loser edition. There Existed Addiction to Blood is not the loser edition. Um, I actually got this at the record store. I did not pre-order this one, but I pre-ordered this one though, so I got the loser edition for this one. I kind of sucks. I wish I got it, but it's okay. But I guess I'll show you the back. But yeah, and they also featured with There Existed an Addiction to Blood. They featured a lot of noise, like harsh noise artists on it. And with this one, they featured a lot of modern classical and like avant-garde, really avant-garde modern classical electroacoustic musicians on this. And they also had their rap features on both of them. But and my favorite song off of this is probably "Enlacing," and probably "Enlacing" or "Pain Every Day." If I had to say, maybe I like "Enlacing" just a bit more, but. And then my favorite off of there is an "Addiction to Blood" is probably "Blood of the Fang." I think I prefer "Pain Every Day" and "Enlacing" over any song over "There Exists an Addiction to Blood." But yeah, this album is incredible. Um, still "Mester and Kinsey" still my favorite of the year, but who knows? Maybe this one will overthrow it. But I can't see that happening right now, though. But because I still love "Mester and Kinsey," so absolutely love that album. So, but anyways, the other one, it's like an orange and kind of looks like cheese or something. I don't know. It looks like cheese to me or something like that. I think it's the first one's supposed to be like blood, and the second one's supposed to be guts. I think that's what it's supposed to be hinting at. I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be. You know, I could be wrong. Who knows? Or maybe it's just supposed to look like fire. That would make more sense, isn't it? Yeah, that would make more sense. So the first one's supposed to look like it's blood, and the second one's supposed to look like it's fire. That probably would make more sense. Yeah. And here's the back. I guess I can show you the back of it. And then this is the OB. All right. All right. Well, Clipping, you really, really outdid yourself with this. You seem to keep getting better after each release. I think like every single album you dropped was better than the last one. I'm really impressed that you keep managing to do that. Not a lot of artists can really do that. Like the only ones I can really think of that come to mind are like Daughters and I don't know, like Poppy, I guess, or I don't know. I don't want to ramble on about it, but yeah, this is a Clipping really outdid themselves with both of these. Um, Released one of the best hip hop albums of the 2010s, and my opinion as of now, one of the best hip hop albums I've ever heard. So, yep. It's a really great album. So, goodbye.